Hey y'all, hey, welcome to my kitchen. My name is Erica, TimetoShrink here on YouTube. Today we're gonna be vlogging, but we're gonna focus on everything that I eat throughout the day, and we also are gonna do some meal prepping. And this is a collab with my girl, Mission Keto. I love the beginning of her. She does Mission Keto with this like dun 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 mystery music in the beginning. She does all kinds of keto content. After y'all watch this video, I'd love y'all to go watch her. She's actually gonna make a few of my recipes, and throughout today, I'm also going to make a couple of recipes that she makes on her channel that are her favorites. So, one of the things we're gonna make that's her favorite is a low carb Cuban casserole, like a Cuban sandwich, but in a casserole, and a BLT dip. We're gonna make some other things as well throughout the day, but those are the two items that she suggested that I try. I'm going to carry you along this day with me. We're gonna try and get some stuff accomplished and get some really good food made too. Let's do it. Let's do it, y'all. Hey y'all, hey, good morning, good morning. I'm gonna share with you everything I eat, the little bit of meal prep that I'm gonna be doing, all kinds of fun stuff. So we're gonna get some editing done, get some caffeine in the form of Zip Fizz, and then jump into this day. All right, I've got my little puppies always with me, Hank and Hazel, resting on the bed. Edit, drinking Zip Fizz number 2, doing a little bit of dirty intermittent fasting, so I will eat eventually, and I'll share with you what I eat when I eat. For lunch today, it is about 2:45. I'm going to have this chicken salad that I had made the other day. I'm going to finish it, and I'm going to have a package of these schoolyard snacks. 14 grams of protein, 1 net carb, and they are my favorite obsession these days. Y'all, I just got back from taking Andrew to soccer, and my son Jack has a bunch of friends over, so all their cars were in the back, and then his truck was in the back. Jack has this big old truck, like I think redneck truck. That's what we got going on. And I never drive it. It's so big and clunky. But I drove it today. I drove Andrew to soccer, and we're like going down the road, windows down because the air doesn't work very well, pumping the rap music that Andrew chose to play, which I actually love rap music, so I'm good with that. But it was funny. It was so funny. I wanted to take y'all with me, but I knew there was no way I would be holding a camera in the truck. Like, I need to majorly concentrate because I'm not used to that big clunker, but it was a pretty funny scene. So back home now, just had another bag of these. I'm obsessed with these superfood, schoolyard snacks. 14 carbs, 1 gram. Here we go. High protein isolate. It does have sunflower oil, which is not ideal for sure. Natural flavors, cheddar power, yeast extract, vegetable juice, tapioca, fiber, keto sweetener blend, which is allulose, monk fruit, and lactic acid. The reason that I'm obsessed with these is not only because they taste freaking delicious, but there's only 1 net carb and 14 grams of protein, y'all. So I struggle with getting in enough protein, and if I eat 1 or 2 of these a day, that's a lot of protein. It's kind of like having a protein shake, but it is also gluten-free and grain-free, which is extremely important to me, and overall, the ingredients are pretty decent. I wish it didn't have the sunflower oil, but I'm fine with it. They're also very expensive, so I try not to have more than 1 a day, but today I did have 2, so it is what it is. Hey y'all, we are going to do a little bit of like kind of mini meal prep. I've got a few things that I want to prep for this week. I'm going to do some sheet pan sausage and peppers, and I'm going to cook a big pork butt, kind of carnitas style, and then we are going to use some of it and carnitas style, like tacos or tostadas, something like that, and then the rest of it I'm going to be making a Cuban casserole. So today we are going to prep some bacon. We're going to prep that sausage. We're going to do the pork part of the carnitas, and I don't know what else we're gonna get up to, but we're gonna just try and get a few things executed today to make this week just a little bit easier. So I've got this big pork butt, and we are going to season it up, and then I'm going to season it with some onion powder, some garlic powder, some habanero lime, sea salt, and some smoky Southwest. Then we are going to put a bunch of citrus juice. We're going to do lime and orange over it to kind of make it carnitas style, and then we are going to sear it and then cook it in the crock pot.
best seasoning by Fresh Jacks, as well as onion powder and garlic from Fresh Jacks. I used a ton of it, and I'm going to sear it in a very, very hot pot. This is with avocado oil, y'all. I'm going to season it on sear it. We're going to sear it on every single side really, really well. I like to get a nice crust on it. You can completely skip this step, but I would do it. And then we're going to juice a bunch of limes and some orange juice. This is going to help give that carnitas Southwest flavor to it. And sometimes I marinate it in this for a while, but today we're skipping the marinade because I just don't have time. So getting this seared completely on all sides. I love this crock pot because I can sear in the inner liner and then put it in my crock pot. I am going to add some onions. Mission Keto did not add the onions, but I decided to do that. I don't think she seared it either, but I just felt like searing it. And then I also added about half a cup more of water. Then we're going to put the top on, y'all, and we're going to do 4 hours on high. Then I'm going to go in and change it to low and probably do 4 to 5 more hours on low would be my guess. I didn't get this in until afternoon, so we'll probably have to cook it well into the evening. And then we are getting ready to make some bacon, y'all. I love making bacon in an oven. I always start my bacon in a cold oven, y'all, and then I put it to 400 or 425 degrees. I did 400 today because I'm going to be adding something else to it. So now we're starting in on a sheet pan meal. This is going to be sausage and peppers and onions sheet pan meal. So easy and so delicious. I'm going to pop this into the same oven as the bacon. Work smarter, not harder, right? Smarter, not harder, y'all.
All right, next thing I'm gonna prep is sausage and peppers and onions. So I'm gonna use Fresh Jack's Italian seasoning and garlic and herb seasoning. I've got a bunch of different colored peppers and some onions. And then we've got all of this sausage, which I'm gonna cube up as well. And we're just gonna throw it in the oven, 400 degrees, and let it go. Quick, easy, no muss, no fuss, no cleanup, because we're gonna do it on nonstick aluminum foil.
The next thing I'm going to make is my jalapeno cilantro lime crema. This is just kind of a topping that we use on anything Mexican or Tex-Mex. Also can make it as a dip if you make it thicker. I just throw stuff in the blender, zip it up, put it in a container, and that's it, y'all. It is super easy. We're going to put a couple jalapenos, a big bunch of cilantro, 1 entire lime juiced. I put a little bit of sour cream and a little bit of mayonnaise. And then I put a little bit of spice, some habanero lime, sea salt spice, and a little bit of olive oil. The recipe changes every time, just a little bit. I just kind of feel it, taste it, mess with it. But this time it worked out perfectly the first time. That hardly ever happens, y'all.
All right, so we've got our jalapeno cilantro lime crema. This is great as a dressing, great as a dip. We usually use it like as a topping. We drizzle it over things like tacos, carnitas, all kinds of things. But you can totally use it as a dressing to dress a salad as well. Or if you thicken it up just a little bit more, it could be a dip. So here it is. We usually go through this within a week, but it'll probably last a week and a half to 2 weeks probably. But my kids and my hubby plow through this stuff, and it's so easy to make. The exact proportions kind of change depending on how hot your jalapenos are. These jalapenos were not all that hot, so I didn't have to do a whole lot of adjusting, but sometimes I do a lot of adjusting with this one. So just give it a try and taste and go, taste and go. That's kind of how this one goes. Okay, I just pulled bacon out of the oven. It's done. I'm gonna let it cool off, and then we will store it to use during the week. All right, y'all, so this is the BLT dip that Mission Keto gave me her recipe for. So it's equal parts sour cream and mayonnaise. She did a cup of each. I'm gonna do half a cup of each, and then some cherry tomatoes and some bacon chopped up. That is all she said she put in it. So we're gonna make that up, taste it. I may or may not add a few spices because y'all know me, I can't help it, but we shall see. So here is her dip, y'all. I'm gonna just taste it with a spoon. I would eat this with pork rinds probably, but my kids or my husband can eat it with chips or whatever. I mean, it definitely tastes a little bit like a BLT. I feel like you could toss this with some gluten-free pasta or some low-carb pasta and some actual lettuce. And it's kind of similar to something I make. I make a BLT salad that way. And this is kind of what the dressing would be for that. So that's kind of where my mind's going because that's just what I typically do. But definitely could have it just as a dip too. Y'all, it's so nice and browned and the onions and peppers are all nice and soft. This is gonna be such a great meal. You could eat it just like this. You could toss it with pasta for your kids. You could even add marinara sauce with the pasta for your kids if you wanted. You could put it in like hoagies and do like a meatball or Italian sausage subs. This could be a base for a million things. I'll probably eat it exactly like this and then doctor it up for my family during the week. Very, very simple meal prep. We're gonna put it in a glassware container and then I can just roll all this up and throw this away. Zero cleanup. Love sheet pan meals for us. I would say this BLT dip is okay because the minute I finished it, Jason picked it up and has been eating what you've eaten, like at least a fourth of it already. Good?
I was just thinking that, yeah, it's really good.
Good.
Really good.
Perfect hockey watching snack.
Perfect.
Got our little guys sleeping. Hey, mister. Tired pups. Y'all, I just got back from going to Andrew's soccer game. I was gonna take y'all into the stadium with me and let you see him play some. Left my camera in the car. Of course, my boy scores 2 goals in the first like 10 minutes of the game since I didn't have a camera. And his grandparents, his dad, nobody's there. It was, anyways.
For dinner tonight, we're having Philly cheesesteaks in the Instant Pot. Oh my gosh, y'all. So good.
I just have mine in a bowl. I need to get a normal size spoon, but this was the spoon I had out. That is super delicious. I'm gonna add a little bit of salt and pepper, but so good. Just got a Thrive box, so I thought I would share with y'all what I ordered this month from Thrive. And then I am so sad. I'm in love with these shoes, and they are too wide on my heels. How freaking cute are these? And they're the Vionic brand, which is a really, really good support and feels always, this brand always feels so good on my back. And I'm obsessed with these. I tied them as tight as I could and they just won't fit. So they have to go back, sadly. And I'm having a mocktail. This is a mocktail Cosmopolitan that Jason created. And it's so good, y'all. The Cosmo minus the alcohol and low carb. Cheers to that for sure. So here is our little Thrive haul. I got some pork rinds. This is just the classic chili and salt. I thought it was going to be double the size of this bag, so I don't know if this one was the best deal ever. I got some cleaning cloths just for cleaning bathrooms. We like to use cloths rather than paper towels, so I got a few more of those. Some cleaning vinegar wipes just for counters or whatever, and mainly for my bathroom, just for like daily touch-ups. On my counters because my white counters get makeup all over them and it drives me crazy. Tub and towel cleaner, have not tried this product either. This is why I ordered. This is my obsession. These are freaking phenomenal. These chorizo chips, they are just chorizo crisps, 11 grams of protein, 0 carbs per serving. I think you get 2 servings per bag. I usually eat it as 1 serving. I'm obsessed with these. Anytime they're on sale, I stock up. I bought a ton of those. I needed some more baking powder, so I got a thing of baking powder. I like their French onion mix because it's pretty clean. Never tried the Simply Delish keto-friendly instant pudding, but I have done their jellos, and I've kind of been in the mood for jello lately, so I got a couple of those. And then I've never had this kind of Kettle and Fire bone broth. This is a coconut curry bone broth, and then a butter curry bone broth soup. I thought those might be fun to try, and they were on a big sale. And then coconut aminos, I always stock up on that. And then the Jovial brand gluten-free pasta is my favorite by far. And this one's not gluten-free, but it's the 100% acorn, incorn, I don't know how you say that. But it's like a less processed grain basically, and it's made into an all-purpose flour. So I thought maybe I could make some pasta for the kids, or just have some fun making some pasta on a day that I'm eating a few more carbs, or maybe just have it for the kids. I don't know, it just sounded fun, like something to play with. So that is what we got. Now I'm going to drink my lovely Cosmo mocktail. All right, we are gonna make this low-carb Cuban casserole, y'all, that Hope over at Mission Keto gave me the recipe for. Remember, we made this pork in the slow cooker earlier, so now we are just going to make a casserole, like a Cuban sandwich style casserole. We've got our pork, and then mustard, and then ham, and then on top of that, we're gonna do Swiss cheese, and then I'm gonna do a double layer of this. So after I put the pickles, I'm only doing pickles on half because my whole family is not necessarily a pickles fan, but then I'm going to just do a whole nother layer, y'all. So we're going to layer this up, then we're going to put it in a 350-degree oven until it's cooked all the way through. It took me about 25 minutes because my pork was pretty cold when I started it.
Hey, I wish you could see yourself just sitting there on my chair. I'm staring at you.
All right, y'all, I'm a hot mess tonight, but I did want to try this on camera. So get a little bit of the ham and the pork and the pickle and the Swiss cheese. Okay, this is delicious. If you put this on a hoagie bun for your family that's not low carb, they would be thrilled. And then you could put it on a low carb bun if you happen to want to do that, or just eat it like this, which is my plan. All right, y'all, that is the end of the day. I hope I gave you some good ideas. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me, and I hope you'll go over to Mission Keto and check out Hope's channel. All right, bye, y'all. Be blessed. Talk to you soon.